Hey everybody, I'm Tim from troutandfeather.com, and in this video I'm going to give you all the things, well at least a handful of the things, that you need to be successful when you're out fly fishing. Stay tuned. You need fish. Now, how are we going to go about finding fish? This is really simple. Start driving along all the local rivers, streams, creeks that you know, and start to look into the parking lots. Once you find a parking lot that's just loaded up with vehicles, and the key to these vehicles is they must have a lot of fly fishing stickers on their rear and also some of those rod carriers on top. Once you found a parking lot just like that, park right next to one of those vehicles, get your waders, get all of your gear ready, and start walking out onto the river. You need to find someone that's catching fish. So here's what you do. You start walking up and down the river, waiting until you find someone that has a bent rod. That bent rod signifies that they have a fish on, but don't disturb them. That would just be a little awkward. Instead, let them land their fish, let them kind of get everything back together and start fishing again. Once you see that happen, this is where you have to jump immediately into the water, just downstream from them, and then start making your way upstream towards that fly fisher. Kind of pony up to them, but not too close. Just to the point where it's not awkward yet. Then wait for their fly line to continue its drift until it starts getting downstream from them. Once it gets downstream, right before they go to recast their fly, that's where you have to step in. Take your fly line, put on a really heavy fly, like a woolly bugger or a Pat's rubber leg, and cast directly on top of their fly line, and then start retrieving really quick. You're gonna hook their fly. So once you have their fly hooked, bring it in, say, hey, don't worry about it. I'll take this fly off for you, and then take a good look at their fly. And if you're really being nice to that person that day, cut the line, because who knows, maybe they wanna tie another knot on their fly just to kind of practice their knot making. But once you've seen that fly, you're ready to start fishing. So you start fishing. But what happens if you don't catch a fish? That is simple. Here's what you need. You need some bait. Now the type of bait, that's completely up to you. I mean, if you had a hot dog for lunch, maybe just break off a little piece of your hot dog bun, somehow attach it to maybe the hook of your fly. Otherwise, go with a proven favorite, power bait. Go with Lefty Cray's favorite color. If it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. Put that power bait, put that hot dog bun all over your fly and make a nice little lobbing of a cast out there and try to catch that trout. You need to make noise. Eventually, you're gonna catch that trout. But as soon as you do, you gotta let everyone in that river know that you just hooked up. Start yelling, start screaming. Let everyone know that, hey, you caught a trout. Doesn't matter if you caught it on a hot dog bun, some power bait, a woolly bugger, doesn't matter. You caught that trout. This is not called the quiet sport. I don't know who made up that moniker, maybe Fly Fisherman Magazine. It's not true. As soon as you have that fish, get it in your net and let out the loudest yell you can. Then immediately start calling all your friends. Make sure you're keeping that fish wet, but let all of them know that you caught that fish. Make it really loud so everyone in that stream knows you hooked up. If you're enjoying this video so far, pause, go down and like this video. While you're clicking that like button, don't forget to check the upload date. Now, back to more tips. You need to take fish pictures. By this point, everyone in that river has heard that you caught a trout. So surely someone's come by, you can hand them your cell phone, and now it's time to work on your hero shot game. Practice those shots. Start taking some pictures by looking at the fish. Take some pictures looking at the camera. Take some pictures looking off into the scenery. Just look all over the place. But make sure that you do the most important thing when you're taking a hero picture. Hold that fish out as far as you can. Now you know my secret and how I make my 6-inch trout look like they're over 2 feet long. You need to share that fish. I mean, you should be taking pictures and sharing pictures of every single fish you catch. But as soon as you catch that fish, immediately upload it to social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Upload them to all those great spots. But then most importantly, remember my mantra. Sharing is absolutely caring, especially when you're fly fishing for trout. Don't just share those pics. Go somewhere where everyone will know the river where you're fishing. Take a selfie there, share that picture. Go onto Google Maps. Make sure you zoom out, make sure you include the GPS coordinates, screenshot it, share that picture too. Make sure that even when you're in the spot, you take a picture of your feet so people know the exact spot where you were standing when you caught that fish. And if you're really good, this one's a challenge for all of you out there. Cast with your casting arm, record it with your other hand, and show exactly where that fly should land in the water. If you can do that, man, you have just hit mastery level, and everyone's gonna be so thankful for you. So those are things that you need to do to basically catch tons of trout when you're out fly fishing. But don't stop yet, because on April 1st, a few years ago, I uploaded this fly right here. And this is still one of my best flies for koi, for trout, for carp, for basically anything out there. Click this video, you can thank me later.